It's Jason Pearson here, and today I have another mom on here. She is a mom of 7 kids, incredibly busy, and I'm so glad she got to even escape to take time to even do this here. She's got an awesome story which we're going to get into here. She lost, I think, around like 33 pounds in about 2.5 months, and we're gonna get into it. So without further ado, Melinda, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. So Melinda, let's get into it. So tell us like your backstory. Like, give us your history and stuff, like through life and stuff. Have you done any other diets? What'd you do? What'd you set out to want to accomplish? Any internal and external struggles you've had along the way during that journey, and the wall you hit that brought you onto the JPD, or the Jason Pearson diet.
So I pretty much had an average weight all through school and up through high school, and there was 5 years from the time I graduated to the time I had my first kid, and that's when I hit my first 50-pound weight gain. So obviously adulthood was not going so well for me. I was not paying enough attention. And then I had my first child, and that changed a lot. I wanted to be healthy for her. I wanted to be able to weigh a good weight and be able to play with her and run with her, and I couldn't do that. So the very first thing I tried was just cutting my calories, and I started walking. And I did lose 42 pounds in several months. I want to say 6 or 7 months it took me. And then I wanted to lose a little bit more before I got pregnant again, and I went on Atkins. And that didn't last too long. It was hard to stick with that low carb. And then I got pregnant again, and I gained the weight. And I gained even much more because I believed I had lost so much weight, it'll be okay in the long run. And that was when I really started putting on the weight. By the time I had my third child was when I realized I was well overweight and I needed to do something else. But by this point, I had 3 kids, lots of busyness in life. I didn't think I had the time. But I tried Weight Watchers. And one of the things about all these other programs that I tried is you have to follow their plan. You have to know exactly what you're going to eat, where you're going to eat it, how you're going to eat it. There's not any kind of fluid to it. They don't give you a lot of options. It's kind of stick to their food, stick to this very rigid thing, and most of the time we gain our weight back. And I did. I gained my weight plus some. I don't remember exactly what I lost. I just remember I gained a lot. And I didn't learn anything. That was one of the things, is I would do a lot of research. I would try to figure out, why are we doing what we're doing? Why are we putting these foods in our mouth? Why are we trying to do this? And you can't really get anywhere with most diets. So my story of how I got here is I invited some friends over. We were having family over for December 1st, the first Saturday in December. And Jamie Chipman is her name, and she was already starting this diet. And she said, don't be offended, but I can't eat the food that you're eating because I'm on a diet. I said, okay, whatever. But I didn't ask any questions. I really didn't care at that point. I kind of had gotten hopeless. I thought, I'm not trying another plan. I'm 40 now. I'll just live with who I am, and I'll just be miserable. And really, what changed that was I gained 10 more pounds over the holidays, and she lost. And I saw that change. And I went to her and I said, okay, I think I'm ready for information. And when she gave me the information, it was affordable, it was realistic, it was real food. I had seen her journey. I had seen what she had been through in such a short amount of time. And even after 2 months, a month or two, she was still excited. She was still happy to be on this plan and still wanting to move forward, not getting discouraged. So that's what started me on this journey.
That's awesome. And I mean, so many other, diets I've seen and women I've talked to have after, even after 2 or 3 weeks on the program, they're like ready to like not do it anymore. Either they're not losing any more weight, or they don't like it, or it's not doable, or they can't see themselves like eating this way for an extended period of time, or even for the rest of their life. Which is why I came up with like phase 2 and 3 of the program and stuff too. So we eat like all the food. So anyways, you got on the program. You've been on for 2.5 months. At what point, like after you started the program, and it could be multiple aha moments you had. What aha moments did you have on the program at all?
I would say the very first thing was after I got past the 15-pound hurdle, it was like, this is working. This is going to work, and it's something I can stay on. I also learned by having the Facebook page that there's some modifications that I didn't really know. The videos have been huge because it's encouraging to stay focused when you know why you're staying focused, when you know why you're eating certain foods, why you need good sleep, why you shouldn't be exercising in phase 1. Because I did face that when I kept trying to exercise and lose weight at the same time. It slowed that. I didn't know why. So when you come in and give those videos, there's been several aha moments in the videos. They have been really encouraging. And somewhere along the way, I realized that God wants me healthy for my family. It's not so much how much weight I end up losing or what the next step is, but I had kind of, like I said, I was hopeless. I had given up, and that's not what God wanted for us. He wanted me to be a healthy mom, and he wanted me to be able to be whole. And that's one thing that I wanted to mention about, we talk about ourselves, or we talk about a person as a whole, but we don't really look at ourselves as a whole. We don't take care of ourselves as a whole. And that's something that this program has been showing me, definitely.
Well, that's awesome. And did this also mean, I know I've talked to a lot of other women too, and want to see if you experience the same thing. You also probably, did you experience maybe also like I have hope now. I have hope to be healthy now. I have hope, like, this way works to lose weight, and it's not unhealthy and doable. Did you experience that also along the way here sometime?
I did, but I think the biggest hope that I had was that I can actually do this with my family. They're not doing everything, but they can do so much more of this, and I don't have to go on a diet that I spend all this money over here, and then I have to go, how much can I give everybody else? Or I can't do it because I still have to be able to feed them. And by giving them more of the foods I'm eating, I'm less tempted to eat the wrong foods.
That's awesome. And I think I remember hearing in the email exchange, I think sometime before too, like I think some of the stuff that you're learning in the daily videos that you get by email and in this program, I think you're sharing stuff with your kids too, and so they can actually learn. Is that correct?
I have been. My oldest daughter has been doing the program with me, and she has seen some weight loss as well, and she's very happy with the direction that her life is going. And as a mom, it's encouraging because I know that I didn't give them a great start by showing them a bad example of health, but now I'm showing them, especially the older ones, that it doesn't have to stay like that.
Absolutely. And I say this all the time. I love this program that not only does it work for us and change us, but we're also changing generations to come, because as you already know, and me too, and everybody else, when we're older as adults, even in our 20s, and the older we get, we still eat like we did when we were a child, like how our parents ate. We don't know anything different. We have our favorites, we eat that way, and then we get married to our spouse, and they bring in how they eat and how we eat, and then we all eat, different things and stuff together. But now our kids can actually grow up and know about their body, know about nutrition, eat the right things. And so they're so much ahead of everybody else. I mean, people spend like their lifetime even 60s and 70s before they might find something or learn how to eat properly. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree.
Awesome. So along the way here, along on the program too, did you experience any conflict at all along the way while you're on the diet at all? Any struggles?
Only within myself. I have found I'm a stress eater. Mm-hmm. And I do believe I probably always was. But when I go back and I look at the seasons and the times in life, I find that when that stress is high, I go to food. And it's been challenging to be able to see that, because with the menus, I know what I'm supposed to eat and I know when I'm supposed to eat. So if I find myself wanting to eat something, I can say, is this stress related? Is there something going on? Do I need to go and pray? Do I need to walk away from the situation? What needs to happen so that I don't feel that I'm going to eat if it's not time to eat? I did struggle a lot with the water in the beginning, because I always thought I know what a good amount of water is and I can drink that. And it was hard. It was hard to get to even to a gallon, much less near a gallon and a half. And I don't always make that, but I get pretty close most days. So those have been my two biggest struggles. So that was another aha moment, learning that I'm a stress eater, because that really helped to put it into perspective.
That's awesome. And if you're listening to this right now, you're enjoying this interview, hit the like button. You can hit the heart button too. I'd love that to get any feedback. You can relate to any things that we're talking about now. Comment below. I answer all comments also. So, Melinda, what so far in the program, have you had any type of transformation from the beginning to now at all this far into the program already?
I am noticing that. I have not been this weight for as long as I can remember. Probably between my first and second children was when I was this weight, and that was 16 years ago. So I don't have any clothes that I can put on. Everything is baggy on me. I'm noticing that is encouraging, just to see the things I've worn for so long are not even loose. They're things that I'm going to have to replace before long. I also noticed that I'm definitely more energetic, because I had become so tired. I also was diagnosed with a hiatal hernia in May of last year, and that was another struggle of being hopeless. I felt like it didn't matter what I ate, when I ate, I always had that pain, and I don't have that now. And I didn't have it from almost the beginning.
Wow, that is awesome. You got me so happy. Before this too, with a stronger woman now, you would say you're a stronger woman now than you were before you started, right?
Definitely.
And you read the manifesto, the Stronger Woman Manifesto. After you read that manifesto, what did you think about it?
The biggest thing that stuck out to me was it's a journey and it's a lifestyle. And that's what I'm realizing in 40 years of life, or 5 years of life, or just in a few months. You are on a journey. Our life is a journey. And we can make it good, and we can be strong, or we can be weak. And it's a choice. And sometimes we need that encouragement. We need something to remind us that we're strong when we're dealing with the things of life.
That's awesome. And so, say somebody's here watching this video right now and they're wondering, like, man, like, I can relate to you. I can relate to that. I have kids, I'm busy. I can relate to, everything you've said here or parts of it. And I'm wondering, like, is this going to be right for me? Should I get started? Will it work for me? And should I get started now? What would you tell that person?
I would say it's real food. It's low cost, and it's a lifetime of health. And I would say to them, yes, start now. Don't wait, because you're not going to spend any more than you would spend at the grocery store, and you're going to go to a regular grocery store. That was huge for us. And I personally like that the menus told me what to eat and when to eat. And for somebody looking for that, it is very encouraging to be able to put it all together.
Well, that's awesome. Well, you heard from Melinda. If you want help becoming more healthy, help losing weight, tired of not having any success, or the current diet that you're in, you're not liking it, hop over. You can go to strongerwoman.com. You can go to jasonpearsondiet.com, get some more information there, and decide for yourself. And it works. Thousands and thousands of women have gone through the program and love it, and it's blessed them, it's blessed their families, and all types of health issues have gone away. And the biggest thing is there's no guesswork. Like the menus actually just tell you what to eat. You go to the grocery store, get it. It's nothing weird or anything like that, and it works. And no confusing books, no confusing information on the internet, no having to buy all these expensive things from whatever diet plan you're on or anything else. And it's affordable. It's affordable lifestyle. So, anyways, look forward to helping you. Thanks so much for coming out here, Melinda, and sharing your story. And I look forward to working with you.